COVID-19 changed my life. Hi guys, my name is Darren. I'm your radio girl, and here is of how I knew that I wanted to become a radio presenter and a broadcaster. I didn't always know that I was going to be into radio presenting until when COVID-19 happened. I studied linguistics from the University of Ilorin, and for a very long time, I had no idea what I was going to do with that. My 100 level days filled with doing a lot of research as to what my course entails and what I could actually use it for. And trust that although teaching was part of the things on that list, it was not even an option for me at all. But COVID-19 happened and everything changed. How did that happen? I became phoneless in the beginning of 2020 when I got my phone stolen on my way to school, and I started using a small phone. And because of that, so in the bid to kill boredom, I was always listening to Mind you, I never even really thought about radio as a profession before, just that I enjoyed their programs and all. COVID-19 came and I was at home. I still didn't have a phone. I was using my small phone. So I used to listen to radio a lot. Like, I wake up with radio, I sleep with radio. I was always listening to radio. And the one station that I was glued to then was Max FM. I mean, their lineup of programs was everything, from talk shows to music to evening banters with Wale Popo. I mean, shout out to them. They really created that spark in me. I mean, I didn't even know when I had started talking as though I was anchoring or hosting a program. So one day, during the middle of COVID-19, my sister had a conversation with me, and then she asked what I wanted to do with my life. And that was a question even me myself didn't have an answer to. But she asked me, what do I want to do? Like, what career do I see myself? Before that time, I had been thinking about radio presenting and how fun it actually. Because I recorded a few demos and it seemed like, okay, maybe I had a flair for this thing. So I told her then that I would love to be a radio presenter, but I didn't know how possible that would be, seeing as I wasn't studying mass communication or anything related. And I can remember vividly that she told me that it didn't matter what you actually studied for your first degree, as long as you're willing to grow in that line and build yourself in that line and gain experience, that you can actually be anything you want, irrespective of what it is that you study. That advice was actually the game changer for me, because prior to that time, I always thought maybe I was going to write JAMB again and be in mass communication so that I can pursue a degree in that and become a radio presenter. But then I realized the course I was studying is not actually a waste. I just have to improve myself in that line and gain experience. So I reached out to a few people. I started following radio presenters on Instagram. Thankfully, by then, my mom got a new phone, so she gave me her old one. Thank God. So I started following radio presenters on Instagram and reaching out to a few of them, some of which responded, some of which did not. I mean, it didn't hurt to reach out though. I was just a little girl trying to find a way and gain experience and knowledge in that field. A few people that responded, part of which was Real Skills of Max FM. Shout out to him, by the way. He always gives me a listen here every time and anytime, and I'm so grateful for his mentorship. So I reached out to him and we had a conversation, and I told him that I'm a student studying linguistics, and I know it's not a course that has to do with media and broadcasting, but I would love to be a radio presenter. So he advised me that I should join my school's radio once school resumes and gain experience there. He said that the radio will most likely be open to any student that is willing to learn in broadcasting, which it was. So as advised, when school resumed, I went to my school's radio Uniloring FM, and I spoke with someone there, telling them that I wanted to volunteer as a student intern and learn from the people that are working there at all. They opened their arms to me despite the fact that I was not a mass communication student, and they gave me the opportunity to learn. And in less than 2 months, actually, I already had a show that I was anchoring. Woohoo! Yes, the show was Movie Trends, where we talked about movies, gave movie updates, did movie reviews, and all of that. It was fun. It gave me the platform I needed to actually grow my confidence behind the mic and learn so much more about radio presenting behind the scene or behind the classroom and all. I worked with Mr. Karel, Mr. Jeremiah. Shout out to all of them, because they really helped me in building the passion and building my career. Fast forward to 2022, we had another nonsense strike like that. Now federal universities and their wahala. And I volunteered at another radio station in my area for 6 months, where I also learned. I got to go on air with an amazing host and contribute in my own little way, and it was actually a fun experience. I met amazing people. We worked together, we did jingles, worked behind the scene, wrote script and all of that. It was an amazing experience for me. I trust that it even built my passion and experience way. Now it's 2025. I'm trying to find my feet in the media space, I just graduated from the National Broadcast Academy as a certified broadcaster, and all I can say is, looking back at the journey, I would never have thought that COVID-19 would impact my life this much. Shout out to everyone that actually made it possible and made the journey a beautiful one. My time in NDA as a presentation student was a very resourceful, insightful, and interesting one. It was a time where I got to learn so much more than I had even imagined, meet so many amazing people, and also grow. Hopefully you get to hear my voice on your airwaves very soon. This is your radio girl, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.